Hello everyone, this is Cherie, and in this video I am going to be creating pitch decks for 3 of my screenplays. Now, what is a pitch deck? A pitch deck is a tool that screenwriters can use to get other people interested in reading their scripts. Now, pitch decks are relatively new, pre-computing, internet, PowerPoint, Photoshop, all that stuff. Screenwriters didn't make pitch decks, but now it's becoming more and more common, and you might be querying a company to read one of your scripts and they will email you back and say, do you have a pitch deck for it? Basically, the information in the pitch deck will tell the company if it's a script they actually want to request to read, if they want to spend the 2 hours reading your script. There are many types of pitch decks. There's not one standard template that you have to use, but in general, you want the following things. You want the title, you want the pitch, the synopsis, the characters, the world of the story, and the contact information. All right, so let's get into it. Here we go. All right, I'm going to canva.com. I am going to select templates and then business presentations. Create a blank presentation. And I'm going to go to elements and background. And then I'm going to look for something that's appropriate to the style of the story of Frankie Chase. And I like this one. Now, can I make it full screen? Whoops. All right, there. So that takes up the full slide. That's what it looks like when it's playing. All right, but when I'm doing the PDF, it's just going to have to stop somewhere. We'll figure this out. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Styles. And I need text. I guess I need to put the text in first. Okay. So I'm going to put the title of the film. I'm going to put all caps. Okay, and let's see, the font is 90 points right now. I'm going to bring that down a little to 72. And then I'm going to bring the box up. So it's going to be right around there. All right, now as far as the font goes, I want it to look different. And let's see, I've got the color. So default color, let's just do yellow. This is an action-adventure film and very much inspired by Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they have that kind of yellow and orange font that I wish I had that font in here that I could put in, but I can't right now, so I'll just use that kind of a color. And let's see, effects, I want shadow. And then I want the shadow color to be black. Yeah, that looks fine, black. All right, and now but I want to look at styles. So there are a whole bunch of different fonts in this style section. I don't know if I need to highlight it or not, but let's find out. So For example, that looks like an old TV program. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, it's a little too flouncy, I think, for Frankie Chase. Let's look at chunk 5. Okay, so it's changing the colors. I'll have to figure that out too. That's not a bad font. I like the ampersand. Sometimes the ampersands don't look right. Let's see, Barlow Bold. And that's a nice font as well. Archivo Black. That's good, but I don't like the ampersand there. See how it looks different? I don't know if you know, but an ampersand came from the French word for and, which is et, and that's what the symbol is. It's actually an E, capital E, and then the small t, and that's how you get that ampersand. All right, and let's see. Oh, okay. There is one that I think will work. Gogolin? Okay, so that is very much more in keeping with the idea. But see how it kind of looks like old parchment paper or something like that? That's getting in line with what I was thinking. Now for the colors, how do I get different colors? Can I do... is it just gonna give me black? That's annoying. Let's see. Okay, now the good thing about this is, see this little undo here? Boom. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, let's see if I can change the color now. Okay, so I can. And let's see if I can add the shadow. Oh, it's already there. It says I have it. Okay, the shadow color, we want it black. There we go. That's what it was. All right, see, I told you I'm learning as I go. I don't know, I'm making it up as I go. All right, so for now, that's gonna be my title screen. And let's see what we're looking at again. So the title in a font appropriate to the story, a relevant background picture, the tagline, and the writer story credits. All right, add a little bit of body text. How's that? That's gonna go way, oh, come on. Go down here. Interesting. I like how these line up. Good. Okay. How about that? All right. So now we're going to go to the next slide. I'm not going to put a tagline in on this one because I don't think I actually had one originally, and I'm going to keep it simple. I might end up changing the background picture, but for now I think this is fine. So now let's go to the next thing, which is add page. Boom. The pitch. And the pitch contains the log line, the estimated runtime, the genres, and the comparables. So when I came up with the original idea, it was kind of based on the 12 labors of Hercules, an old Greek myth. So I'm going to put the labors of Hercules, and also Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now there were a bunch of other movies I was looking at, because what they want when you're doing comparables is they want something recent, like within the past 5 years, that did really well. And I mean, honestly, I couldn't find anything exact. I mean, you could say, well, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and mine has a female protagonist, so maybe it's like a Lara Croft, but it's so much different from that. The vibe is really Raiders-like instead of Lara Croft, because that's just a little, she's a little too serious, you know. There's a lot of character comedy in this one. And I looked at old stuff like Hatari with John Wayne, but that's older. Most people don't know about it. Jungle Cruise kind of had that vibe. Um, you know, it's got part of Frankie Chase because there is like a jungle part where they're getting the Congo dinosaur. But maybe King Kong. King Kong would be like getting a monster kind of thing. So I'm going to put that in. I might take it out later. And all right, so there's that one. Now, the thing is, I got to line them all up. And it's telling me, I don't know if this means it's going to go outside the lines, how they had it. And then what I want is some pictures to go with these as well. So I have to go find my log line. I'll come back and add that and then get some photos to put inside here. So the Labors of Hercules. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to download this one. Save image as Labors of Hercules. All right, and now we're going to go for Raiders of the Lost Ark. Images. Yeah, this is the fun one. Okay, I want to tell you, I didn't originally want to see Raiders of the Lost Ark because this was the poster. And I looked at it, well, it wasn't in French, okay, but that was the design of the poster. And I'm like, that looks like a boring desert movie. And I did not want to see it. So I wanted to see Clash of the Titans instead. Horrible, horrible. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. That's kind of small, but that is the one that I want. Last one, I guess, King Kong. King Kong images. And which one do I want? I like this one. I'm going to put in what the logline template is. Okay. This looks so horrible. Okay. We will figure this out, though. Yes, we will. Okay. On the verge of a stasis equals death moment, a flawed protagonist has a catalyst and breaks into two with the B story, but when the midpoint happens, she must learn the theme stated before all is lost to defeat or stop the flawed antagonist from getting away with his or her plan. All right, so I have an old logline for Frankie Chase, but it was before I knew about this more in-depth one. But what I want to do here is go to Elements, and I want to put some graphics in. So they're different graphics, rectangles, circles, and I want 3 circles, one for each of these movies. And I think I'll keep with the kind of yellow-orange idea. So I think that or that. Let's go with this one. Oh my goodness, that's big. Okay, undo. We're not doing that one. How about this one? Oh, now why was it big and then it got small? Interesting. I'm moving and it does stuff. I do not understand. Okay. So that. I wonder if I can copy so it would be exactly the same size. The 3 circles pasted in. Now I'm going to try to drag photos, the ones that I just took, and photos in here and see if I can get it in the circle. I want it to go in the circle. It's not going in the circle. This is so annoying. Okay. It's annoying because I don't know what I'm doing. I figured it out. Basically, what I was doing wrong was I need to select this element that has kind of the drawing inside, put it inside the bigger circle, and then that allows me to drop a picture into it. So now it looks all nice. I also added a log line that I just redid today. So my original log line was, in order to impress her idol, a big game hunter takes a bet that she can capture 6 of the world's most mysterious creatures. So that's kind of like a shorter version. The log line I have in here now goes a little more into the story and kind of the theme as well. And this one is, in order to maintain her membership at a secretive hunting lodge, an obsessed big game hunter takes a bet that she can capture 6 of the world's most mysterious creatures. But when her expedition causes environmental harm, she must learn to stop seeking the approval of her unforgiving lodge master and rely on her own judgment to repair the damage. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And now I get to move on to the next page, the third page, which is going to be synopsis, 3 to 5 short paragraphs. Great. Okay. So I did write, I think I have a 1-page synopsis somewhere. So I'm going to have to take that and mush it down into 3 to 5 paragraphs. And you know what? I'm not going to put that in just yet. I'll come back to it. Page 4 is going to be the characters. Okay, so this is going to be fun, and this is going to have a lot of pictures. So, and this will be more than just 1 page. I'm not going to put them all on 1 page. I'll put all the creatures on 1 page, but the main characters I'll probably give their own little spots. We'll see. Okay, so here goes. I'll just come back after I've done it. So I put all my circles in that I need to put pictures in, and I put the descriptions of what goes where. These are all the mysterious creatures. So what we do is we grab the photo and we drop it in. All right, and I have a couple of photos because I want to see which one works better. So let me remove that one, and now let me grab that. I kind of like the first one, even though this one's probably more realistic to what this creature actually looks like. So I'm going to just put that in again. Okay, so we have the chupacabra, the goat sucker. Now Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. I've got a few of Nessie. Oh, see, that's what I was afraid of. It automatically crops, so you have to get like a selection to make sure that you have one that's going to fit. I don't know if this one's going to work either. That almost works. So let me just see what the other option I had was. Whoops. Thank you. And we'll try that. See, now that one looks a lot better. But I like I like the one where it was underwater. Okay, I'll come back to that one. I'll have to think on that. So now we've got the Totzelwurm, or the Alps dragon. Let's put that in there. Oh, that's kind of good. I did have another one. Yeah, there it is. I wonder if I can just drag and drop on top. Oh, I can. I don't have to undo. That is okay, but you see the border on the side. I don't know if I can get rid of that. Nope. Okay. So I want to go back to the original on that one. And Mokele Mbembe, the Congo dinosaur. And the Congo dinosaur is like it's like the Loch Ness monster, but on land. So it doesn't have fins and stuff. Okay, look at those. I don't like that. Okay, so let's try this one. Yeah, that's better. Although it looks like it might be a swimming dinosaur. You can't tell that it actually has feet, but that's okay. I really think I want this fin one back here. So I'm going to do that. All right, and Yeti, the abominable snowman. Let's see, I've got 2 here. That looks good. Let me just try this other one. No, I like the first one, it's closer. Oh, whoops. And honestly, this program, this Canva app, is really good. It's really easy once you get a hold of it, once you get the hang of it. All right, and the last one is the thylacine, the Tasmanian tiger. And where is that? Oh, and this is actually, it's real, but they were hunted to extinction. So, but some people say they're still there. Okay, yeah, the first one looks better, unfortunately, because I like the one with the mouth open. But, all right, so there we go. There are all the cryptids. The world. This is the world of the story. So the time frame is the present day, and the locations in expedition order are Silicon Valley. This is the lodge in the Redwood Forest in the Silicon Valley where they start out. Puerto Rico, where the Chupacabra is. Scotland, that's Loch Ness right there. And Austria, where the Tatzelworm is. And then, whoops, oh no, I moved something. Hang on, there we go. And then we've got the Congo. This is Lake Tele, and that's where the Congo dinosaur is often sighted. And Nepal and Tasmania. So Nepal is where the Yeti is, and Tasmania is where the Tasmanian tiger is. And then this giant picture, I found one, and this has to be Mount Everest, right? So this is part of the Yeti one at Nepal. All right, and then the last one is thank you. All right, and here is the final pitch deck. I have made more changes as I've gone through, but let's start here with the title page. Onto the pitch. I changed the logline a little. All right, and then the synopsis. I'm not going to read you this whole synopsis. This will take a while. This was boiled down from a 3-page treatment, and it was really, this was the least fun. This is the least fun you're going to have when you create your pitch deck. But yeah, so if you want to look at this, I will be uploading a separate file of just the pitch deck. And then you can go through and pause it if you need to, if you want to read everything. Characters, Frankie Chase. This is a picture I found. I Googled like safari woman, and it came to like these safari clothes pictures. And this is the closest I can get to my vision of Frankie Chase. I actually, when I was writing it, I did not have any actress in mind. So, but I did have someone with dark hair like this. All right, and then the other main characters, Adrian Fallon, the lodge master. He was actually kind of taken off of my old film teacher who's no longer with us, Todd Flinchball, but I don't have any like pictures of him that I could put in there. And then Wolfgang Herzog, in my mind, originally was like Mr. Clean. You know, he's like big and muscular and bald. And The Rock is the closest thing we've got to a Mr. Clean. And then Dennis Trinken, this was the one actor that I actually thought of for the role. And this was based on when he played the character of Cupid in an old TV series. This was, you know, pre-fame. Like, people didn't know who Jeremy Piven was at that point. So, yeah, so, you know, he would be great. And then we've got the other characters, Jose Garcia, the Puerto Rican translator, Kel McKinney, the Scottish seer, Hans Hildegard, the Austrian poet and musician, Jiminy Pygmy, the Congolese guide, Babu Shitsu, the Himalayan Sherpa, and Colleen Knight, the Tasmanian weapons dealer. I could have called Babu his last name Sherpa, because that actually is the last name of a lot of the guides that take people up to Mount Everest. So Sherpa is a last name. All right, and then we've got the cryptids page, which I showed you how I created that. We've got the undo. We've got the world. I did change this to a picture of like a Silicon Valley building because the first scene, the opening scene with the battle with the mountain lion, actually takes place at one of these Silicon Valley parks. So instead of having the lodge, I put the park in. I also changed the picture for Puerto Rico. This is the old town in Puerto Rico because I felt like the seascape I had with the old ruins was too similar to this Scottish one at Loch Ness. So I changed that. There's Austria there. Yeah, everything else is the same. All right, and then the last page. And there we are. And that is my pitch deck. All right. That took me so long to put together. That's why I only did one pitch deck instead of the 3 that I thought I would be doing. It took me a minimum of 8 hours to put that pitch deck together for Frankie Chase. Now that I know how to do them and I know what's required, hopefully the next pitch decks won't take as long. One thing I highly recommend is that you have your short synopsis ready. Have your log line and have your short synopsis written before you start in on the pitch deck, because then you're gonna have to stop and it'll be frustrating, and just have all the stuff ready to go. This was a really fun experience, and I hope you've learned something. Thank you for joining me. If you have done pitch decks before, let me know in the comments below. And if this has inspired you to make your own pitch deck, let me know as well. I'd love to hear about it. So thank you for joining me in this video, and I will see you in the next one.